things that we pledge when we join is I will build goodwill and trust among members and their referrals, right? So goodwill and trust comes from doing a good job for people over and over and over, right? But it also comes from what you do when things go badly. It comes from what happens when you make a mistake, right? So I asked Jenny if I could share our history. I've done, is Jenny here? There's Jenny. I've done, what, 4 loans for you, Jenny? Something like that? Okay, so this last one had a couple of things go wrong, and I made what I thought were the right decisions all the way along, but it's taken probably 3 months. And we're headed into 4 months, and we're finally going to get it closed. And I went to Jenny and I said, listen, here's what I did, here's the places that I made a couple of mistakes, here's what I'm going to do to make it well. I'm going to do everything I can. Here's everything I have available. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to fix this for you in any way that I can. Jenny and I have history, but that hopefully makes that relationship stronger because of what I do when there's a mistake. Jenny did the same thing for me when her truck guys backed in and broke the light on the front of my house when she was fixing my roof. I didn't even know what happened. She calls me. She says, we broke your light. Sorry about that. I'm going to have Ed come out and fix it. We're going to put up something else. Bill Griggs established his relationship with me when he came downstairs and said, listen, I got good news and bad news. The good news is the problem with your toilet is just the wax ring. It's going to be about $50. The bad news is that when we were taking the toilet off, we broke it. I got to go buy you a new toilet. He could have told me the toilet was broken. I knew it was leaking. I could have paid the $350 or whatever it was for the toilet. But Bill made a mistake and he owned it. So here's the thing. First thing you got to do is when you make a mistake, you got to own it. You got to just say, hey, I blew it. This was my fault. I will do everything I can within my power to make it right for you. Because there are 85, 87 people right now, 80, something like that, north of 85 people in the room. Sooner or later, you're going to make a mistake with somebody. You can't let that fester. You can't let it get ugly between you and somebody else in the room to where you're avoiding somebody on a Friday morning. Just go own it. First thing in the morning, just decide you're going to eat that big nasty green frog that's been sitting on your desk for 3 days because you weren't willing to face whatever mistake it was you made and go deal with it, right? If you're having a conflict, we had a guy in here a while back who had a conflict with some of the people in the room, and he was like, well, that wasn't my fault. If you got to own part of it, just own your piece. Come to, maybe I have a problem with Joel, and I come to Joel and I say, Joel, this is what I see is going on, and I'm really kind of struggling with this, but I don't want this to come between us. And here's the part that I feel bad about, and I'm going to own this, and I'm sorry. And I'll take care of it, and I'll do what I can for you. Does this make sense?
Yes.
The deepest relationships are built on repeated success, and then also with how you deal with adversity. That's really what makes trust the foundation of this group. Is this truth?
Yeah.
All right, outstanding. Make it a great week, and if you have any of these things, a one-on-one's a great way to deal with it.